Okay guys, welcome back to Laura Does Maths. We're still working on our GCSE Plus series, which is practicing our skills needed for A-level, and we're going to go through the cosine rule. So 2 questions with the cosine rule. First one finding a length, the second one finding an angle. Now I did say that I really like to write this formula up. The first thing I'm going to do is just try and help myself out a little bit with these letters. Now if I look at the formula, it wants me to find A, and I'm using angle A. Now it's completely up to you what you want to do here. You could change the letters in the formula around, so substitute them for different things because we want to find letter B, or what you could do is a little bit of creativity and make sure that that's A. Okay, so that would make that angle A, and then B and C, we don't really mind which way around those go. I think that's by far the easiest way to do it, is just put your own labels on there, because then you can use the formula as you've been planning to use it. Just make sure that you've got entirely your own labels and then you're subbing them in accordingly. Right, so we want this side here, which is now side A, so A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared. Oh, it looks a little bit like Pythagoras, doesn't it? That's interesting. 2bc cos A. We might have a little look later on about why that looks like Pythagoras. Okay. So let's do some substitution. We don't know what A is, so we can leave it there. Little a is, I should say. We do know what B is, so that's 25. So 25 squared plus, now C is 9. So 9 squared minus 2 times 25 times 9 times cosine of angle A, which is 23. Okay, and you'll notice that I've just written that out in a beautiful line, exactly subbing in, so I know exactly what's gone in for what. This helps me check my answers so much, and it also helps anyone marking my work to see any little mistakes I might have made. Now, because we're a boss, we're going to just pop it straight into a calculator. Okay? When you're going back to check your working, you might want to just pop these into a calculator again, just make sure you're happy. But as we are, I think we can go and we can trust it. And you can always just check the top of your calculator screen as well to make sure you've got the right thing in there, which I do. So that's given me 291.772. I'm going to keep that exact because this is A squared, it's not A. So I'm going to need to square root to find A. Okay, and A is actually going to be 17.081, which is 17.1 degrees. Not degrees, oh my goodness, centimetres. Always worth checking that, check what your units are in. The other side's measured in centimetres, this one's going to come out in centimetres as well. Okay, and I've rounded that to 3 significant figures. It's always good to put your accuracy down there as well. If you're aspiring to A-level, 3 sig figs is a great accuracy to go for. Okay, so let's try the second one. Now here we have got an angle C that we want to find, and we've got 3 lengths. So I don't know if you've noticed when we're doing cosine rule questions, it'll either have either one angle and 2 lengths and you want to find the other length, or it'll have all 3 lengths and you want to find the angle. That's how you know it's going to be cosine. When it's sine rule, it's when you're pairing up sides and angles. Okay, so now I think the easiest way to do this one is just to relabel it again. So I'm going to just gently get rid of that. And I'm going to call that A. The one opposite it is little a. And then I've got B and C. I don't really mind which order they go in. Now, lots of people will teach you an alternative format for this, which is something that you can use that has already been rearranged to find you your angle. That's absolutely fine if you want to do that. I think personally that that's 2 really complicated formulas that you need to learn, and I would much rather sub into here and then rearrange it myself rather than have to learn 2 formulas and potentially get one wrong. That's completely up to you whether you want to do that or not. Right, so I'm going to do it my way because that's what I'm like. Sorry, guys. And again, I'm going to write out my formula and then sub directly into it. So little a is 11 squared. Little b is 17. Little c is 9. Minus 2 times 17 times 9 times cos of A. Okay, now this one I put it all in one big go because that gave me A squared. This one here, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start to work out what's going on. So 11 squared. Now that is 121. So I'm going to put 121 here. 17 squared plus 9 squared is 370. So basically I'm collecting as many like terms as I can together. Now this bit here, this minus 2 times 17 times 9 is multiplying my cos A. So I can't work that out at the same time as I'm working 17 squared plus 9 squared. So let's work that out separately. Minus 2 times 17 times 9 gets me negative 306. Uh-oh, who left their phone on? That's awkward. Guys, don't leave your phone on in class. Really bad. Wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of rearranging. This 370, I can move it to the opposite side. So I'm going to take away 370 from both sides. So 121, take 370, is minus 249. It's negative 306 cos A. Okay. Now I'm just left with something that is multiplying my cosine of A. So I can divide by negative 306 to get rid of that. Now this looks like a little bit of a palaver, but trust me, it is much easier. Minus 249 divided by minus 306. It's going to get me, it's a lovely fraction, 83 over 102, but let's pop that as a decimal, 0.8137, ... And that's cos of A. Now I'm going to have to uncos stuff, inverse cos it, to find out what A is. Which is why I've left this nice and exact and I've kept it on my calculator screen. So what I'm going to do is inverse cos of that. So I'll do inverse cos of answer, that's shift cos answer, and then press equals, and then I can write down a nice accurate angle for A. So the angle we're looking for is 35.5. This one is measured in degrees, so I can put degrees there. And that is the 3 significant figures. Okay, I hope that helps. If you've got any questions, you can email inquiries at laura-maths.co.uk, or you can PM the page at Laura Does Maths on Facebook, and I'll do my very best to help. Okay, bye. For more maths help, one-to-one tuition and group sessions, please visit www.laura-maths.co.uk or www.facebook.com/Laura Does Maths. Or you could email inquiries at laura-does-maths.co.uk.